50 crush killing deal breakers. According to Reddit, number 50. We went on a date. It went really well. We were both busy, but looking forward to seeing each other again. We sent flirty text messages back and forth. He apparently forgot that we had friends in common because he sent one of my pictures, it didn't have a face, but still, to a mutual gay friend. Yeah, the guy friend sent it to me to let me know that he had it. There was no second date. Well. This is going to go ahead and make a little more sense this time. Because I think I accidentally started reading this list in the past only to realize that I had the wrong one. Number 49. I found out that she had sex with 2 different people that she lived with in return for buying her takeout. What an entrepreneur. Jesus Christ. Someone says, yes, the casual prostitute. More common than you might think. Be careful. I like the be careful addendum because it's like a STD warning. You know what I'm talking about? Wow. A hello to Oh My God Bagels and Cat Goddess, as well as Lunaticky in the stream chat. Look at you guys. Wow. This is going to be so much trickier than streaming on YouTube where everybody gets no. What the hell was that? Oh, thank you, Gomi, for hosting the stream to viewers. Wow. Number 48 on this list. I had a dream where the guy I fancied kissed me, but a pea fell out of his mouth and into mine. A pea. Even though it wasn't real, it just killed any feelings that I had. A pea. I don't get it. And I'm not going to try to get it, okay? As we continue up the list of 50 crush-killing deal breakers, we are now at number 47, and buckle the hell up because it's going to be a quick list. These are really short entries. Number 47 reads, she had no hobbies or interests. Well, some people are boring. What do you want from them? You know? Some people are blank slates, and they make great relationship partners because then you can just inject your hobbies and interests into them and hope that they stick. Did you try passing her a controller? Yeah, if she said no to gaming, I'd be like, it's gonna be a pass from me. Somebody says this is a deal breaker. It's nice to see the phrase deal breaker because that's not, that was an invention of me as far as like naming this list, because the question being asked is what is something that instantly killed the crush that you had on someone? And I went ahead and, kind of concisely made the list about deal breakers that killed crushes. Yeah, you like that? Wow. Stripe says, I love the stream alert noise. I heard it all the way from the kitchen. You guys have that little app? Stripes paid to have some guy make a notification plugin for Chrome that will notify people when the Twitch stream starts if you all have Chrome. So she'll leave a link to that in the chat maybe. And if you don't have it, or maybe even if you're listening to this on YouTube when I post it later, I'll try to make that chat link. Oh no, I'll try to make the extension link available for you to click either in the description or in the comment section so that you can be notified about the Twitch streams as well. If you coming here and just following isn't notifying you well. So thanks to Stripes for that link. There it is. Here we go. Thanks to Jinx for hosting the stream as well. Let's continue. Number 46, ignorance. She was pretty, but she didn't know anything. Why the hell should pretty girls be expected to know things? They're already pretty. Some people just expect too damn much, all right? If you ask me, some girls don't need to. I mean, the more you know, the scarier the world is, Ignorance is bliss, bruh. Ignorance is bliss. Oh, man. I really do love my Sailor Moon. Look at Serena down there. She looks cute. All right. Number 45. They hair fished me. I don't know what that means. Let's explore. On Instagram, he had a full beard of hair. Ooh, we planned a date, and when I picked him up, he had almost no hair. At the end of our date, he had a make-out session. I just got out of a 3-year relationship. Between making out and talking, he complained about how he was a virgin and about how he was scared. Damn, Vanessa. Sweetie, I love you. Well done, again, for obliterating, any and everything in the way of goals and donations and, you're also the stream boss. Thank you, Sly Yissy, for the follow here. But, give it up for Vanessa. She is, again, the queen of the stream. The stream queen. Wow, that brings that up to a crisp 100 up there. Wow. How come nothing? Oh, wait, it did go into the jar, but it didn't look as sexy as it should have. Everybody vote on whether or not I should keep the jar right there or if I should move it back to where it was. You guys get to decide, or maybe Vanessa can decide. Thank you again, Vanessa. Wow. Okay, this guy that, hair, he said he had hair or, showed himself as having hair and then he didn't. After they were making out, he starts talking about how he was a virgin and about how he was scared that he would be turned away because of his small penis. Losing hair is one thing, but complaining about your penis on the first date is off-putting. And not even... Someone else asks, how many dates should one wait before complaining about a small penis? I find this entry particularly confusing. Here's why. You guys really do not want that tip jar there, so it's going back to its original place. I don't like change. All right, so there it is. Okay. The comedy of this is much like incels. They would probably get away with coming off passable or tolerable if they just shut the fuck up. Why you gotta open your mouth and talk about how you're a virgin and how you have a small penis? Like, I get it. You're trying to brace her for disappointment or something, but you're screwing up your own chances. And that's what some people don't understand, is that they are their own worst enemy. The only obstacles that are there are the ones they create for themselves. It's like a Kyle Fortnite victory. Usually it happens when I'm past caring about the match. Does that analogy work in this instance? Not if I'm not going to apply the effort necessary to make it work. And I'm not. Number 44. A cute, quiet girl with light brown hair, blue eyes, and glasses sat next to me in my social studies class in 9th grade. Okay. I never had the balls to talk to her until senior year. Once I finally started to get to know her, I learned she was dumber than a bag of hammers. But she was probably cute. What is with you guys in judging girls and their intellect? Women? Okay. Women don't have to be smart. I know it sounds sexist, all right? But most guys, they're not going to cross that 9 or 10 out of 10 threshold they'd need to get by to get away with not having to know anything, Unless you're going to be a model or you've been discovered as an actor or somebody is just willing to just pay you to sit around and look amazing, What? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Pretty girls have one job, and it's to be smart enough to secure, what's the word here? To secure a life before the looks start to fade. You know what I'm talking about? He said it. Thank you, Linda, for that cheer. Soccer balls and I think those are like hammer ladies. You put those hammer ladies in there? That's not a hammer, that's a wrench. Sorry. I'm going blind. Oh, man. Thank you, Prelude. filling up the man. Some of those balls hit each other on the way down. You see what happens when you fuck with balls? As we travel up the list of 50 crush-killing deal breakers, we arrive at 43, which reads, I saw a girl who was mad cute. Bruh, she was so cute, man. She was mad cute. She placed wintergreen long cut chew, the size of a baseball, into her upper lip. Is this gum? It's chewing tobacco. Ew. 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 Don't they call that like dipping? Ew. Oh my God. Look at this dude's collection. There's a YouTube channel for everything, boy. Can't you guys find me a gimmick or like an angle to play on YouTube? I would kill it. I would kill any angle. I just need to know what it is. I feel my nostrils filling up. This is every time I try to read, man. It's truly a shame. Yo, chewing tobacco sucks. I wonder if we could find somebody who chews tobacco. Number 42. Who the fuck is Sean? My little brother who I talk about every day. So not only did he not listen when I talked about people who are important to me, he was aggressively possessive and jealous. Aggressively possessive and jealous. Sorry. Give me a second. Damn it. Number 41. I worked as a server with this girl in a restaurant, and I had a really bad crush on her until one day, during a super busy Friday, she swings through the server station and vents to me that they just sat me a whole table of nigglets. Wow! I've never literally felt my feelings for someone just turn themselves off like that. Wow. We have cleared the first 10 of this list, and we're going into the second 10. Number 40, drunk driver. She died on impact when one hit her. What's the question again? What is something that instantly killed the crush you had on someone? Oh my God. That took a dark and literal turn on the question. A drunk... It's not funny. It's not funny. We're gonna have a moment of silence for this person who died by a drunk driver in this Reddit comment that may or may not be true. Pretty good stuff. All right, a moment of silence is over. Excuse me. I gotta stop. Number 39. How reckless she is. It was kind of cute at first, but damn, she gonna die soon. Plus, with recklessness usually comes selfishness. How is she reckless? Because most recklessness out of females isn't really gonna kill them. You know what I mean? Unless they're like a motorcycle driver, or she is literally tightrope walking on a building or something. But how was she reckless, my dude? Number 38. It wasn't me, but I saw it happen to a friend. It was his going away party. He got accepted to an Ivy League school, and he had a crush on Miss Hometown. She was and still is drop dead gorgeous. He decided this bonfire party would be his night. He was going for it. They were somewhat friends, and she flirted with him sometimes. Right as he's telling us, we hear her go, I've never even read a book in my life. Some girl asked about as a child of required reading classes. I said I'd never read a book in my life. My friend grabbed the whiskey bottle, downed a good bit of it, saying he was going to need it. He almost got there, and then came back that night saying that she was absolutely too stupid to talk to. Bruh, I want the fact that these girls have succeeded in their field of becoming like Miss whatever, Miss whatever state, whatever hometown, some significant bitch in America without having to get far in these other fields. And I like to make it abundantly clear, okay? I don't think there's anything wrong with being fucking stupid. It's when people open their mouth and try to get into arguments with other people when they don't know what they're talking about, when they try to get into a position where they are in charge of other people. Should these people be parents? Hell no. Should they be politicians? Hell no. They're out of touch. They can't represent other people. But somebody being stupid on their own accord, that shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You know what I mean? And if they're beautiful as well, hey, at least that slider is pushed far in one of those categories. And I'll say it to you like this. If we were all going to make a fucking Fallout character right now, okay, some of us would push our strength slider all the way to the maximum. Kyle would probably push his intelligence slider all the way to the maximum. Some of you would want perception. Some of you would want charisma. You know what I mean? I'm going to want charisma and intelligence so I can get away with a little something, something. And I can definitely fucking think my way out of situations. You know what I mean? But some people want that strength, my dude. They want that endurance, my dude. You know what I mean? Where it'll never fucking be a question of if they can do something. It'll be how long it'll take them. So back the fuck up. Not everybody is like in the middle, Some people are lopsided. And, some of these people need to calm the fuck down, all right? It's a deal breaker for them, but it doesn't make these people like awful, or they're going to find a life that's probably 1,000 times better than any of the people in this corny ass thread writing. So I just don't want there to seem like, I want to say that they're not as good or something because they're stupid. Some people, some people don't know better, and ignorance is truly bliss. When they reach a point where they're old, bitter, cynical, or maybe like your parents or something, where they just have access to knowledge but refuse that knowledge, fuck those people. Do you get what I'm saying? But when they simply don't know, and maybe they don't possess an interest, that's different, Let them do their thing, A kid knocks over some fucking milk the first time. He don't really know no better. What you gonna do? Roast this little nigga? You gonna go and tell other people about how this little kid knocked over milk for the first time? Get over yourself. This is hilarious to me. I get it. It's a deal breaker. Oh, whoa. Striped Goom says that Vanessa picked her stream boss link. Is it in the Discord? Faith says her house's AC unit broke. That's gotta suck. I'm sorry, Faith. I hope that situation resolves itself soon. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hannah says that the guy's taking advantage of the grandmother. That sucks. What the fuck? Where I'm supposed to be? I apologize. I'm having like hardcore brain farts. What is this? I don't care. Scroll down. Okay, Vanessa has selected. Oh, I can see the frames where that GIF is fucked up. I'm gonna try to make it big so you guys can see too. You see the cheek? How like when it goes down, it should like the frame of the cheek being full is still behind it. You get what I'm saying. The GIF is imperfect, but so are we, and I should get over it. So I go over here. What I'm going to do is go over to OBS. I'm going to click OBS and replace it with this. Make that a little bit bigger. It's kind of big, Kyle. All right, fine. Let's make that like that big. People know what it is. People know what's up. Here we are at number 37. When her petulant child slapped me across the face and she laughed about it. Also, she talks about herself in the third person. You let this bitch ass mom let this kid slap a motherfucker in the face? Slap that kid back. I am so sorry. It's like I forgot. I was excuse me, I was doing the stream. Somebody guess where I got that from? Not Hannah, because I told her. And you'll blow my mind. You'll genuinely blow my mind if you can guess what drink I got and from where I got it. That'll be a little mini game for you guys to play in the stream chat. Number 36. This semi-popular preppy guy at middle school, and I hit it off pretty well. Then he just sat there with his buddies bullying kids with disabilities. Oh, kids are cruel. Then his clique was super nice to the hot young para-educator that worked in the special ed classroom, and they volunteered, only to make the kids' lives miserable. He later asked me out, and I declined. Stripe says Wawa, incorrect. Oh my god, bagels, Panda Express, no. Good guess though, I was there recently. Walker says El Diablo. I don't know if that's a place that offers drinks, but definitely not. Lurker says Hess gas station. Sweetie, we sure as hell don't have any of those anymore. That's going to be a relic of the past in a while. That is going to be a relic of the past. Number 35. She was telling me that her boyfriend issues then casually mentioned that he was married, like her last boyfriend. Later, I found out she dated 3 married guys and a gay dude she almost married. It's funny. I like the idea that you had a crush on her and then you ain't saying she a gold digger. You know what I mean? Number 34. He kicked a dog out of his way and saw no problem with that? Wow. What a yo, you gotta think to yourself. Even if you're a mean motherfucker that's gonna kick a dog, you've got to know that there's a stigma with that, my dude, right? You've got to know that people aren't about people kicking dogs, right? That's like the most mustache twiddlingly evil thing that you could do. If they put that in a movie, we would all be up our own asses with pretension, talking about, I can't believe they wrote that character to do that. That is such a typical trope. You know what I mean? We'd all be movie review douchebag if they did something so basic as having someone kick a dog, because everyone knows that's a terrible thing to do. I mean, maybe this was Russia or some, third world where people don't care. People don't care overseas, baby. I'm sure Chinese people kick a dog every day. And they're just like, maybe it's like a video game. There's like a dog kicking mini game in a lot of other countries. I'm sorry, this is rude what I'm saying, and I can't breathe through my nose, so I'm breathing through my mouth. It's really awful. I kind of just want this to. I'm gonna get to 25, and then I'm gonna go clear out my nose, and it's terrible that I'm giving these lists like intermissions. But what can I do when I can't fucking breathe? This shit is getting ridiculous. Don't kick a dog, please, guys. But just for a little bit of fun, I'm going to do my impression of a dog that is getting kicked. I'm going to bang on my table to simulate the act of the kicking, and then I'll make the dog noise coming at you in 3, 2. Because it's so stupid. Because I'm so stupid. Number 33. A few friends were over at my house, including this girl that I was crushing on. It was all fine until my dog came downstairs and greeted everyone. She lost her shit when she got dog hair on her pants. I forgot exactly what she said, but I know it included the word "stupid fucking dog." The crush was instantly dead. Why you gotta be mean to? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Aww, he's a good boy. Holy crap, so let's figure out what's going on with Hannah, man, because she's really sharing the story about her uncle, who she hates because he's taking advantage of her grandmother. He lives with her and he keeps making her pay for things, and he's convinced her to give him her truck, a car, and a house. She is convinced that she owes it to him. I hope she just goes to that house and leaves her alone forever. I don't care that she's giving things to her children. I hate the way he treats her, and he's being rewarded for it. Lurker Linda says, Kyle, have you tried strong peppermint to clear your congestion? I have not tried that. The only thing that I have tried, because it worked wonders, is this one thing that As a matter of fact, I'm going to do it now to spare the stream from potential, downtime. Because I just don't want to have to fucking, get up and then waste time and then come back. I would use this Vicks Sinex nasal spray, but I believe it was Vanessa who told me not to use it so much because it causes rebound congestion. But if this can just go away for right now, that'll be better than nothing. Give me a second. Oh my God. Because it's just AIDS that I can't breathe. So there's that bottom line. Number 32. It took me a while, but I finally ballsed up and told her that I had a crush on her. She said, and I quote,
"Yeah, lots of people do."
I swear, the interaction needed the Pac-Man death sound played over it. Here we go. Number 31. I was about 14 in the late 90s. I was working basically as a volunteer/babysitter and teacher's assistant in Vacation Bible School in rural Mississippi. You want other mouthfuls that I'm supposed to deliver without fucking breaking a sweat? One of the older boys was 16 and quite attractive. We were both assigned to clean up the arts and crafts room, which had been completely destroyed by a pack of children. We walked in and he scoffs, "What the fuck? I ain't cleaning this shit up. My skin ain't black." Oh my God, you fucking savage. You fucking savage. Who raised this little kid to be so racist?
"Man, I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm going home to beat up some black people in fucking Halo."
You can't say shit like that, man.
"I learned it from watching my dad, and I use his gun in the backyard too."
Butterslice, chill. I've never lost an attraction to someone so fast in my life. Oh my God. These little racist kids. Number 30. And then he went on to become president of the United States. Number 30. She had the messiest/dirtiest room I've ever seen. Give the girl a break. There was empty food packets and dirty glasses. Took up a good portion of space on her desk and floor. Okay, that's pretty bad. It smelled right funker, too. Damn. There was half of a loaf of bread, which had mold on this tray on the floor. Well, I guess that's pretty exceptional, because if you're spelling mold with a U, my dude, we know that you are over in the UK, in which case it's not just a regularly scary, dirty American room. It's horrifying, creepy UK room. Oh, so spooky. Number 29. I should read this whole list as a scary list. You guys down with that?
"Yes, Kyle, we love you. Get it out of your pants. I'll do it. I'll slap it up."
Okay. As we continue this list of 50 crush-killing deal breakers, we arrive at number 29. I was talking to a dude. We had held hands, but nothing past that. One day he confessed to me that he was in love with me. Little quick buddy, but that's not even what stopped me. Commented that I looked just like his ex. Even if that's true, never say it. I can't remember much more besides wanting to stop him mid-speech and give him pointers on asking someone out. So I knew it wasn't going anywhere when my friend asked me to help cover up hickeys from that dude. She didn't know we had been talking. I didn't know they had been past talking. I bowed out, said you can have him, but I don't think you should. I found out later he was talking to 5 of us at once. One was married. I and the married chick noped out of there fast. The others fought over this piece of shit. The hickey girl won, and they started dating. Out of nowhere, he tells me he would drop her in a second if I would give him a chance. No. I told her everything. I showed her the texts, trying to save her from heartache. Didn't listen, didn't care. Now they're married. With kids. And he cheats so often, she started cheating back in retaliation. I suppose they're made for one another. I was invited to the wedding and said, fuck no. That really was a scary entry. I'm not sure that this sinus spray is doing anything, so that's pretty scary too. Number 28. I had a major crush on a neighbor/friend of mine for years. Eventually, I built up the confidence to tell her she didn't feel the same way. Fair enough. The next day, we were both going to a mutual friend's party. I walked in the door and overheard some of her conversation with her cousin, which went something like this. "Why don't you give him a chance?" said the cousin. "Crush. Because he's ugly." Yep. Not only did it kill the crush, but it absolutely killed my confidence. I'm sorry. Some people are just, a little too susceptible and vulnerable. And I know I'm a pig for not being considerate of the fact that some people do struggle with their image. But I feel like they just gotta let go. I'm a chunky dude. But I love myself, I wouldn't say I'm overly confident, but you ever see like a really chunky ass motherfucker walking down the street and they got like a shirt and the shirt riding up so that belly gut just hanging on out while they're walking? Hanging on out while they're walking. And you're asking yourself, where do they find the confidence? Number 27. She said to me, "Do you like Negroes?" Disdainfully emphasizing the last word. Well, gotta go. Interesting amount of racism in this list. That's what's up. Number 26. She told me I was a vampire hunter in another life, and that she was a vampire, and that she was afraid that I was going to kill her. Dead ass. I was in high school and this girl and I had started talking through MySpace and AOL Instant Messenger. Ooh, those were the days, baby. Oh, those were the days. Sorry. Then decided to finally meet up in school. Now keep in mind, we had been talking relatively normally through AOL Instant Messenger. It was a nice conversation, slightly flirty as high schoolers tend to be. Anyhow, I get to the school the next day after deciding to meet her, and she sees me. Then hides behind the wall next to her. Her friend says,
"You need to leave."
So I shrug, and then I leave. Later that day, I made it home. After contemplating all day what I did wrong, she messages me on AOL and says,
"I'm sorry. I'm worried about all these conversations we had. I didn't know you were a vampire hunter."
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm a vampire, as you probably know. And I could smell the vampire hunter's blood in your veins. You probably don't even realize you're a vampire hunter. But you are. It's in your blood. It's in your ancestry.
I shrugged my shoulders, realized she's insane, and I moved on. Years and years later, I found her through a friend of a friend, and she told me that she was just really shallow and thought I was too fat. So she had to find some reason why she didn't like me without hurting my feelings too much. So this is a shallow one too. That's what's up.
Too ugly, too fat, more macaroni.
Okay, number 25. He was broad-shouldered, had a wavy, dark hair, blonde hair, and a cleft chin. He sat in front of me in Biology 101, and about halfway through the semester he said, "Hi." You're killing me, Kale. I died inside. His voice was melodious and deep. I knew he meant, "I love you." He wore thick black... No, wait. I'm putting that in there now. He wore thick whale corduroy pants. The fuck is thick whale corduroy pants? And a nice button-down Oxford shirt. He had worn a leather backpack. He was very handsome. Tuesday, Thursday, in that 3-credit class, I put on my tightest jeans. I waited until he was there, and then I sat down behind him and I said,
Hi.
He would smile and say hello. I died every time. I told my roommates about him. Summer came, and we all went home. I was in my local bar with my friends, and there he was. I couldn't believe it. "Hey," I said. "How are you?" He looked up from his beer. "Wow. Hi," he said. We chit-chat for a little bit. It was the early 1980s. We're in a rural area. "Hey, can you do me a favor?" "Sure." "Can you act like my girlfriend?" "What? Was this a ploy to get me to be his actual girlfriend? Could my dream boyfriend be true?" He put his arm around the guy next to him. "Yup. He likes boys." My crush was gone. I want like a chime noise effect. Give me some chimes. That's a doorbell. I mean like wind chimes. Can you help a nigga out? You fucking northerners. You fucking you foreigners. Okay, we stayed friends for a while. He was super fun and I always thought he was so handsome. What a stupid story. Okay, we're going to a real entry now. Number 24. Complete and utter laziness. There was a girl in my class once that I was crushing on mad hard. Why, thank you, Jordan Ross. My name's Jordan Ross. I'm kidding. There was a girl in my class that I was crushing on mad hard. She was real cute. I didn't have the courage to actually have a conversation with her. Fast forward to the end of the semester. We're doing a group project and we wind up in the same group. After the days and days go by of trying to find a good time for us all to meet, we eventually meet in the library just a few days before the project is due. I'm already mad going in because I've been ready to get started for a while, and she shows up, sits down, and contributes absolutely nothing the entire time. Doesn't chime in anything useful, doesn't offer to do anything, she just sits there. We eventually agree to do our own parts on our own and bring it all together later on. She was supposed to do a few slides and nothing more. I don't think she even had to research anything, just to take what we already did and make it look good. The night before, she still doesn't contribute a goddamn thing, and I ended up having to BS her slides last minute. Didn't exactly have a crush on her after that. I guess you could say she didn't pull her own. Wait. But she'll be seeing you in the afterlife. For the project for Satan. I'm kidding. Number 23. I'm an engineering major. And so is this guy and his roommate. His roommate is struggling but doesn't want to help him, so I help his roommate, and he just hovers nearby, then scoffs and then says to his roommate, "Being taught engineering material by a girl? You're so stupid." Wow. To be fair, they are both foreign exchange students, so culture is probably different, but the fact that he wouldn't spare a minute for his roommate/friend and then spoke as if girls are incapable engineers made it really hard to like this guy. I hardly even hung out with him by the time last semester ended. Yeah, I get it. I get it. We should go back to that first song. This is getting silly. We're only at number 22, man. I thought these would be really quick. That's why I selected 50 of them. Number 22. He argued with the waiter because they didn't stock Cabernet. Only Cabernet Sauvignon. I don't know how that's pronounced. Sauvignon. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see it.
Sauvignon.
I pronounced it well. Sauvignon. Yeah, I was being an idiot. Cabernet Sauvignon. I feel like a fucking idiot asking for something like this. Besides, I have a really basic palate, so I'd be more pleased with some Kool-Aid. You know what I'm talking about? It's one thing to not have a refined taste or to be uncultured. It's another thing to genuinely prefer trash. You know what I mean? I would literally I'd be more satisfied with a fucking Ocean Splash like white cranberry or cran strawberry drink than I would with any kind of freshly squeezed or blended garbage that's super organic and healthy and tastes great, and it's, you know, there's no terrible shit in it. I just give me some mashed potatoes, you know what I mean? Ugh. What am I talking about? He argued with the waiter because they didn't stock Cabernet, only Cabernet Sauvignon. He insisted just Cabernet was a thing. Now, I don't know any better myself, but I know I wouldn't get along with someone so convinced that he's right that he'd argue with the man who literally serves wine for a living. Ugh. Number 21. Back when I was in school, I liked this girl who was all unique and stood up for herself. Just a real character. One day, though, I was sitting there waiting for my class to start, and I overheard her talking about how she chased down a bird. She caught it, then squeezed it until it threw up. It was totally in a joking manner, too. She was laughing about it. I didn't even look at her for the rest of the year. That shit's not okay. It's okay to admire birds and handle them if you're gentle, but you gotta be fucked up to squeeze one till it throws up. Oh, yo, that's serial killer shit right there, baby. Man, that is some... Who is drinking? Who is drinking near me? I would never do something so unprofessional. Number 20. Let's be mad at the bird girl. I had a crush on this guy in my church for years as a teenager. I started liking him at like 12 or 13 years old. It was an undying love, or so I thought. When I turned 18, I was about to move out and he asked me on a lunch date. That night, when I got home, my mom was on the phone kind of bragging to her friend that I finally got a date that I wanted for so long. Her friend was like, you need to keep your daughter away from him. Turns out he was babysitting for a neighbor, and he took one of the little girls into the bathroom and made her take off her diaper. Wait a goddamn minute. Woo! I'm getting too old to read shit like this, baby. I'm getting too old to read no shit like this. Oh my god. If there could have been a record scratch right when I read that, for real, like, you know what I mean? Excuse me? He took one of the little girls into the bathroom and made her take off her diaper or panties or something, and was touching her when the older sister walked in. The family moved away, And he was in a very complicated legal case after that. I don't know the results because the family moved away and I moved to college and nobody heard anything. Even if it wasn't true though, I lost all crushes and anything else for the loser. Okay. Number 19. I wouldn't say this was instant, but I started to figure out that she really wants attention on her at all times. Some girls are like that. If people start talking about shit that she has no idea about, she will just start talking out of her ass to be the center of the conversation. And if people still don't care about her, she will just leave the conversation and join another one with people that will listen to mostly her. That is a big no-no about people that I get involved with. I'm a rather laid-back person and probably could not handle spending significant time with someone like that. Something tells me these entries are about to get pretty spooky. Oh my god. Hey, look. Someone named Spade Slick, 55, is now following. I appreciate this, my man. Aren't you a hot sauce bing bong man? Someone named Jordan Ross in the stream chat says, Hey Kyle, I've been watching your videos for over a year now. I love them so much. I watch them every day on YouTube. Till now I was convinced myself to make a Twitch account so I could watch you live. I could watch you live, Kyle. You and me together, Kyle. I could watch you live. I just made it 10 minutes ago, Kyle. So here I am. Kyle. I don't have FOMO anymore. What does it mean? What does it mean? I'm sorry. But that was pretty good. Look, from a voice acting standpoint, it was pretty good. So, sorry. Just having a little bit of fun. It's not even at your expense. I just like to see how crazy I can get. It's almost as if I'm trying to make my brain laugh. Because my brain's like far enough behind where it's like not paying attention sometimes. And I'm like, hey, this will be crazy. I'm kidding. The brain controls it all. I'm not Carl Pilkington, guys. As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 18 on the list of 50 crush-killing deal breakers. It's about to get fucking spooky in this bitch. Ooh, so spooky. Number 18. He sends unwanted nudes to my close friends at the same time as we were having a normal conversation. What the fuck? I'm sorry. Oh my god. I'm starting to forget that, like, I know it sounds crazy for me to forget it, but like, I'm sorry. I spent too much time behind the live mic, man. This is madness. I genuinely apologize for that, because if I could have somehow caught it, I'm sorry, you know? I'm only glad that neither Vanessa or Kate were here to hear it. My God. Jesus says, give me a gift. My dude, let's talk about something. Do you know that there are limits in Pokemon Go to how many gifts that you can receive? And how many gifts that you can hold? And I was out there spinning stops not understanding that there is a limit to how many gifts that you can hold at one time, which means until I sent that shit out, I wasn't going to get more. Pokemon Go is out here fucking us, my dude, because they know that we found a way to harvest their fucking system, which in a way costs them money if we're getting free shit, right? Because most of us already wouldn't spend anything on Pokemon Go, but there are some people who would spend things on Pokemon Go. Look at that cockroach eating that burger. Anyway, as we continue up this list, we arrive at number 70 Sizzle. I saw her kick a stray cat on the street. We got dog and cat kicking in this list. I ain't gonna love someone who just abuses animals like that. You kicking cats in the street? Wow. Jesus, how are you so active that you're hatching that many eggs? Do you know that I still have a back catalog of old guy eggs because I don't buy any incubators? And, because I don't, then all the old eggs just sit in there because I can't get rid of them. Is there a way to throw away eggs now? Oh boy, let's not talk about Pokemon Go in the middle strip. Number 16, she invited a friend over, overweight, black, nerdy guy. Nice, sounds like Kyle, smack it, who lent her his PlayStation 2 and some games. That's very cool of him. What's wrong with that? When he left, I was taken back by the gesture, and she sarcastically says, "Yeah, he loves me." So you're aware this guy has a crush on you. He actively tries to show his love and has made his feelings clear, and you're just using that? Dude was one of the most innocent souls I ever met. He probably did love her. But if that's how she treats feelings, then I want no part of what she is. Well, so many people are this way, and that they only consider people for what they stand to gain from them. It's a sad, sad world. Number 15. My ex one time wanted me to hang out in the bathroom while he was showering so he could tell me about his day. After a few minutes, god-awful... Okay, that's enough. After a few minutes, the most god-awful smell. I don't like when people spell like that in the middle of my shit. To ever grace my nostrils appeared, and I started coughing. In between trying to breathe and trying to ask what happened, he interrupted me and laughed, saying, "Sorry, babe. I couldn't wait any longer." And he showed me that he took a... This is the second time. This is the second time that something I'm about to read just stopped me in my goddamn tracks in this fucking list. So well done. I read a lot, and it usually doesn't take the wind right out of my sails before I read it. It's usually just somebody spelling something wrong, using the wrong word, shit like this. But when that other entry was talking about how he took a little kid into the next room and took the diaper off, I was like, wait a goddamn minute. Because he was changing the diaper, right? That's the only way this story needs to go. Oh my god. Okay, in between trying to breathe and trying to ask what happened, he interrupted me and laughed, saying, "Sorry, babe. I couldn't wait any longer." And he showed me that he took a dump in the shower. I was pretty grossed out, but accidents happened, I guess. Then he started smashing it with his foot. So it would go down the drain. Oh, don't worry, babe. I do this all the time. It's a horror movie. Don't worry, babe. Oh my god. I can imagine her just like covering her mouth like, oh my god. Someone says, I've actually heard of people doing the exact same thing that you're describing. I'm pretty sure it's called waffle stomping. Dude, I was like choking a little bit. I'm so sorry. Okay. That was entertaining to me, if anything. And it was number 15, so wow. I'm sorry. Look, that was wild. Number 14. In the mid-2000s, I had a few community college courses with a good friend of mine. In our English class, there was this girl that he was immediately smitten with. They started hanging out all the time. I'm pretty sure that they might have actually been fucking, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, one of our assignments was to write a paper about the biggest hero and to present it to the class. I wrote mine about a World War II veteran grandfather. Or my grandfather. My friend wrote about his music teacher from high school. And then she gets up and starts talking about Hitler. Later, our professor said that his favorite moment of the year was the look of absolute horror on our faces as she spoke. Whatever he had with her ended pretty instantly. Woo. Somebody else writes, in high school, at least one kid seemed to pick Hitler for every essay. Just so they could seem edgy. Famous person, Hitler. Important historical figure, Hitler. Historical books, Mein Kampf. Oh, man. Who's somebody that you couldn't have lived without? Man, Hitler, man. Hitler, he changed my life. Number 13. It's not funny, man. It's just stupid. It'd get me. Stop this. Stop playing this music. Where's organic meditation? That will get me. Okay. I'm sorry. And as Kyle returns to planet Earth, we will complete this list of 50 crush killing deal breakers, according to Reddit. Number 13. When I was in the 8th grade, there was this quiet girl in one of my classes that I thought was really cute. But since she was so shy, I rarely talked to her. One day in class, as I was doodling on one of my notebooks, she asked if I was drawing, to which I replied, or what I was drawing, to which I replied it was a Van Halen logo. It was the mid-'80s. She didn't know who they were, so I explained it to her. Her face got really grim, and she said,
"That's the devil's music. You're going to hell for listening to that."
I laughed, but she was so serious. I rarely ever spoke to her again after that day.
The devil and his music?
Number 12. Had a crush on a girl on and off for like 3 years in high school. We were great friends for the whole way through. Anyway, during Christmas of my first year of college, her sister sent me a Snapchat of this girl I liked lying on the floor, practically in tears, screaming, "It's the wrong one." I responded with something along the lines of, "Oh fuck, what happened?" It turns out her mom got her a PS4 for Christmas, but it was the Uncharted edition? She wanted the Last of Us edition. She liked both games and was going to get both of them anyway at that point, or some point. That's when 3 years of built-up romantic feelings just fell out of me like Taco Bell with laxatives. Well. Number 11. He picked his nose and wiped it on a door handle. People were watching. Someone responds, "My dad did this on his first date with my mom. She took it as him having plenty of confidence." And somebody else responds, "You are lucky to be alive." What a world. Stay indoors. Number 10. I met who I thought was a sweet girl in college. One day we were walking around campus together, We talked about pets. She told me that she had a purebred English sheepdog that she had put down right before she left for college because she didn't want anyone else to have him. Oh my God. I told her off, walked away, and never spoke to her again. Wow. What if these girls are playing 4D chess and that these things don't even exist, but they just know that if they say that, that the guy will be done with them? Wouldn't that be crazy as like a trump card that some girls have in their back pocket?
I'll just be racist. You don't wanna He won't want to fuck with me then.
Oh my god, I just knocked over my Switch. It was propped up with that stupid little thing in the back of it. Dumb. Number 9. I was actually dating this guy, as in we had only recently met and had gone on a couple of dates back in college. He was educated, had a good job, his own place, he was polite, etc. Basically no immediate red flags. One day he wanted me to come over for a casual pizza night at his place. Y'all gonna end up bubba banging. I had just finished up a 12-hour long day due to my scheduling combination of nonstop classes and a part-time job. I was exhausted and did not feel like spending nearly an hour doing my hair, makeup to get all dolled up for such a casual date. I texted him something along the lines of, I had a long day. Can we keep it casual tonight? I hope you're okay with yoga pants and a hoodie. He responded with, actually, no, that's not okay. When you're spending time with me, you should always make a full effort to look your absolute best. Then he started trying to tell me what to wear, something along the lines of, why don't you put on a pretty dress and make yourself look nice for me? It was one of the weirdest conversations I've ever had. After he made the dress comment, I simply stopped responding. I never spoke to him again. He kept on texting me for a while, asking what was wrong and why I just disappeared. I honestly don't think he realized what he said was so off-putting. And I'm sure he was posting on our incels before they shut that shit down. Why'd they have to shut down our incels? It was hilarious. Now they went to their own dumb website, and it's not funny because they exist inside a bubble, okay? And when they used to be on our incels, it would float up to the front page so everybody that's normal could see them and then point and laugh. And then we could upvote them, and then that would confuse them into thinking that they're right, and they would continue using what this misguided, like, confidence in their head as, like, fuel for their fire. It was truly a great scenario. But because the mods on Reddit are the F word that we can't say on Twitch, dude, there cannot be fun, and they had to destroy it. What the hell just happened? What did Prelude just do? Why would I have to okay cunt to be used? Twitch, calm down. Let people say what they want to say in the chat. Yeah, you're right, Prelude. Number 8, she admitted to making out with her stepdad every now and then, like it was no big deal. This person has deleted their account. I'm so tired of Reddit. Oh my god. She can't. Oh my god. She casually mentioned number 7. She casually mentioned how many guys she has dated to get free perks. She calls it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that's exactly what it was. She would set up multiple dates on the same days, so she would be wined and dined. Ho. Somebody said that happened to my buddy, and a group of us discussed some of the warning signs, like only being available on super specific day and time, but having a job and a social life that leaves you free. Bruh, y'all out here just getting fucking trapped by these succubi. Leave it. Number 6. On the first date, he screamed at a waitress for taking too long to bring our dessert that we ordered. She kept apologizing even though she did nothing wrong. And then he slapped her across the face and told her to get on her knees. I'm kidding. But he kept going on and on until she offered to comp our meal. As soon as she walked away, he gave me the douchiest smile and said, "See that? With me, you always eat for free." Ugh. I left what would have been the total for my meal plus 20% as a tip for her when he wasn't looking. I was totally planning on a second date right up until that moment. I'm glad I dodged that one. Ugh. Somebody says, I can't believe that anybody would think that that behavior makes them look attractive. And somebody responds, there's somebody for everyone. I hope they don't find each other. It's very correct. There is somebody for everyone. Oh my God. Ugh. Him and a hoe that wants to speak to the manager everywhere she goes.
Let me speak to your manager. I'm a bitch. I am a bitch. Let me speak to your manager. This is not how you're supposed to treat customers.
Number 5. She told me about all of her fantastic, exciting life. But the more I got to know her, the more holes I noticed in her tales. Turns out she was just an adept pathological liar, and I literally didn't know her at all. The girl she had painted a picture of across 3 weeks and multiple dates was entirely fictional. The magic died when I asked about a small inconsistency, giving her the benefit of the doubt, and she blew up at me, turned everything that I had told her about my life into an attack on my character, and then acted as if she said it for my benefit. All that just to deflect from my question. Yeah, you got to be very careful when you're dealing with somebody that takes any and all information that they have about you and turns it into an attack on you, you know, because odds are that person can't take what they're dishing out, you know, when you're giving but you can't receive some of the assholishness that you're all about, then maybe everybody would be better off passing you by. You live that lonely life and walk that lonely road on the boulevard of broken dreams where the city sleeps. Sorry. Number 4, he randomly sent me pictures of his dick. It really weirded me out because there was nothing in the conversation that could have led up to that. I didn't know what to say, so I just told him, "Nice pee-pee, fam," then never talked to him again. Don't say nice pee-pee to these guys because they'll take it as like, you know, fuel for that fire, and they'll be pee-pee picking other girls that don't ask for it. What the fuck? Number 3, when I was in 7th grade, I heard his friends saying, go talk to her. So I was waiting there all excited. So, how much do you weigh? His friend in the background screamed anything but that. Hilarious. Number 2, she was crazy hot, but her 2 dogs poop in her apartment, and she would leave it there for days. I'm talking dog poop dried and hard, just chilling in her kitchen, living room, bedroom, whatever. She thought I was weird for having an issue with it. Sweet Christmas. Oh my God. He says it in season 1. Y'all need to shut up. I didn't know Luke Cage season 2 was out already. That's cute. That's cute. Number 1, I saw him at a family reunion. Talk about a deal breaker, guys. For some people, that would be a deal solidifier. You know what I mean? Okay. Somebody said no chromo. What the fuck? I want that puzzle. There's a page called Don't Fund Me. Oh, hell yeah. I think it's a place to roast people that make GoFundMe accounts. Gotta subscribe to that. Nice. Well, guys, I hope you had a fantastic day. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Kyle. Love you.